welcome back to the video. We're going to be playing, well, nothing. Instead, this is going to be a tier list for top 10 best Roblox games, in my opinion. So, let's get straight into it. But first, I need some classical, amazing, spectacular elevator music. This is perfect. Okay. So, first off, we have for number 10, Goofy Runners. Now, this is a pretty well-made game, but to be honest, it's not that original. Like, to be honest, it's like ever since Nextbots kind of existed, this just came out, and it's kind of just, you know, annoying, like, to go through all these levels with like the same exact plot, but it's honestly pretty fun. Boring to watch people play it, but pretty fun to play with your friends. I know I might have just said that it's kind of boring and it gets repetitive, but the closer and closer you get to the end, then it's like, yeah, like, the levels are new and stuff. Like, it's honestly not too bad. So, yeah, the negatives is that it gets repetitive. It's, there's a bit too many levels, in my opinion. And, of course, this was meant to be kind of, you know, literally goofy. And, yeah, this was just meant to be like a troll type game. Like, it's it's not supposed to be the best, but honestly, like, it's a bit annoying. But, yeah, especially since it's, like, the monsters that kill you are just freaking PNGs. And the positives about this is that it's really well made. Well, yeah, it's really well made, fun to play, especially with friends, but, yeah, that's Goofy Runners. Shut up, okay. The next one, aka number 9, is, some of you may know it, The Trials. Now, The Trials in itself is a pretty good game. Pretty good. It's, let's start with the negatives first. First off, honestly, it's like, there's not many negatives about it, but one of the huge ones that really takes away from the game is the freaking fact how when people leave, it's just gonna it's just gonna glitch out, and the next games are just gonna be a waste of time. And when you play the games like in a video, then you'll just have to edit it out because nobody's gonna die from it. So, for my recommendation for this game, for the game developers, is to probably make it so there has to be more players, so then there's like more intense thoughts, like kind of like Fall Guys, I guess you could say, but like that you have to like qualify in a certain amount of time instead of like 10 people and then and then 9 people have to qualify, then 8, then 7, then 6, then 5, then 4, then 3, and then 2, and then 1. This fact, like the disconnection fact that like can really screw up the game sometimes, is even worse in the Trials phase 2, because, bro, like, there's so many good mini games in that one, but you hardly even get to play them, and it's not intense because you already know you're gonna win. So, like, it's just, it gets annoying when people leave. But that's really the only negative about it. it's fun to watch people play this. It's fun to play the games. Yeah, it's the games are creative, and this is really fun to play. There's some cool little tense moments and stuff. But yeah, that's all for Trials. And in number 8, we have one of my beloved games, The Wild West. Now, you may be wondering, why is this so low on the list? Which you probably weren't wondering. Well, the reason why it's so low on the list, honestly, is because, well, because of that, sometimes your horse just decides not to work. But mainly because of this. See, this guy just randomly starts shooting me for no reason. See, I'm good at the game, so I murder him. But, yeah. See, the thing is, the negatives about this game is that if you arrest, I think that they should make it so once you arrest someone, they should be invincible. Not like that you can't break them out. Like, I want other criminals to be able to break them out, but like, so they won't be able to get shot because, like, it's just so annoying. I'll actually fast forward real quick to when I arrest one of the guys. Yeah, see? Right about here. I arrest him, sit him down. He has a timer, but then some jerks just come along and kill him. And then I get killed. And yeah, I just think that the people should, dead people, well, no, the arrested people should be invincible apart from, being able to break them out. Because honestly, the players are just what make this game, like, this low on the list. Because, like, oh, you can hunt. But then a dude just comes along and then freaking kills you. So then if you try and go on a private server, it doesn't really work because everything costs like 50% less. And besides, if you do end up grinding like for 100 hours in a private server, your friend might even come along and then just kill you and then sell the stuff as a joke. But yeah, it's mainly the players and the toxic players that ruin this game, because there's a lot of people being toxic in this game. There's just a bunch of jerks. But yeah, this game's really well made. I like the avatar customization and the secrets. There's some like fun Easter eggs. There's a literal Easter egg that was for Egg Hunt 2020. Some collectibles Easter eggs like the dynamite stuff, and depressing secret or Easter eggs, which you can find like on one of the edges of the map. It's like a gravestone. Very sad. But yeah, this game, really fun. Right here I'm trying to chase this guy so I can blow him up, so I can tie him up and then put dynamite on him. But yeah, really fun game, fun mechanics. I would just say the money earning thing is probably the most annoying. I like the events in this though. Like the events like for Halloween and stuff. The Wendigo event was really cool. Christmas event, also pretty cool. It was a bit like bland in my opinion, the Christmas one. But yeah. I just think that when someone's like tied up, they shouldn't be able to get shot. Yeah, that's really my only complaint. And then the next one, aka number 7, is, you probably know it, Rainbow Friends. Now, see, the thing is, this is just a better piggy. And this is, right here is one of the moments that ticked me off, because the dude, yeah, as you can see, my mouse moving and everything, you can see the fact how the dude just turns the sign, and then the school bus is like, oh, go this way. I guess I'll go this way, or whatever. But clearly, there's a freaking roller coaster and Ferris wheel right over in the complete opposite direction. But yeah, this is fun. I like the different mechanics that the dudes have. I also think it's pretty neat how like it's like an abandoned like kids show thing. Yeah, it's basically Better Piggy. Like nobody can become the dudes, which is really good because in Piggy they will just camp the exits. And the AI, like some of them are pretty smart, but some of them aren't. Like Blue, for instance, he's really dumb. He sees you, and then you just turn into a box right in front of him, and he's like, where did he go? But yeah, I would say it's a bit repetitive, just trying to find and pick up blocks. I like the mechanic that shows you that where they are on the map, though. Those are pretty cool. And also the ones that take it away from you. However, sometimes it's just like kind of bad sometimes, because like sometimes I would get lost, and then I would just randomly lose like the 20 blocks I had. But yeah, pretty fun game. Better Piggy. Yeah, like I said, it's a bit repetitive because of everything. Purple's hella annoying because he can just randomly appear. Like, it's not even fair at that point. But yeah, this is a pretty good game, and I like how you can pick up more than one thing, and it's not like where you have to solve this and then get that and then break this and then take that and then put the code in and then whatever. Instead, you just gotta pick up stuff and then bring it back to a certain point. But yeah, I'm just glad that nobody can play as the dudes. So yeah. Also, I really like the ending where Blue chases you. Basically like Poppy Playtime, though. And then the next one is one that looks very innocent on the front, but very dark when playing it. Submarine Simulator is number 6. Why, you may be asking? Well, just cause this game is really like, it's a FNAF inspired game, and it's like, it's fun to play and creative. The monster dude is creepy. Basically, I don't know. Basically, by what I've played so far, the story's something about one dude losing his daughter. But yeah, fun game. Really no complaints on this one. Maybe except for the fact that like it doesn't exactly tell you how to like. Because a lot of people don't know what the arrows on the bottom do. Yeah, like in the first half of this, I literally forgot what they did. So I was like, where's my journal? How am I supposed to know what I'm supposed to do? And yes, I played this before. But I've just never, I haven't played it in a while. So, really good game. It does say that, flashlight, tasks, air, whatever. But it doesn't show you the journal, which is a bit weird to me. But oxygen mechanic, everything's pretty well set up, pretty good. I like everything. And from what I can tell, yep. From what I can tell, the story is basically just, like I said, a guy losing his daughter, and there's just a man in the water. Which price out of your grade is your only daughter? What you gonna do when there's a man in the water? Oh yeah, and then in between there's these little either cutscenes or mini games. Right here I got a mini game, or it's always this mini game on this certain point. It's a matching game, and his dead daughter just appears at the end of it. But yeah, really great game, fun to play, and yeah. Now, number 5, I believe. Yep, number 5 is, drumroll please, or no drumroll, is Limbabia. If you don't know what Limbabia is, it's, which you probably don't, because like when I played this, there's like 4 people playing it. And basically, this game's like a puzzle game, kind of like Super Mario 64 type puzzles, but with a creepy little aspect to it. And basically, you just type out the start of a word, like the first letter, and then it does something. And well, then you gotta play the song, but yeah, right here I messed it up, but it's a really, really cool game, neat concept. The tutorial is funny, and yeah, and you get these weird guitars with a face thing. Yeah, I already got one of the endings, or one of the badges at least. Not sure how many more there are, but yeah, fun game, weird game, but fun. Yeah. So yeah, right here, you just go up to him, you disappear, and it teleports you to another game. My only complaint is how they removed one of the parts. It was like a bunch of lore about this one guy who like starved, and then they just removed it. It was amazing lore, but then it just got taken away. Oh yeah, and some of these a bit repetitive, bit bright too. But yeah, goofy game, well-made game, but goofy game. Yeah. So number 4, you probably have not seen me play. Maybe you have, but most likely not. Confinement. This is, you might be thinking, wait a minute, you mean containment? Nope. This is Confinement, which is the sequel, or prequel. I haven't finished it. I haven't finished a lot of these, but I mean, from what they already present, like, it's just amazing. But this is like, there's the cutscenes in this really good. There, some of the enemies really good. And so far, for what I've played, it's like, it's similar to Containment, but it's honestly, in my opinion, kind of better, because there's like multiple parts to it, and it's not just one part, if that makes sense. I don't know, but there's a lot more cutscenes, and honestly, just a great game. I like how it kind of saves your progress when you finish one of the things, but if you have to leave during one of the segments, then it just there's no like save button, so you just have to restart the entire segment. That's really my only complaint. But yeah. And also, by the way, the higher we get in ranks, I guess, I don't know, but the higher we get, like, when it comes to ratings, the whatchamacallit, oh yeah, the longer it will be, most likely. Not always, but probably. So yeah, Confinement, great game. Next game, aka number 3, so we're in the top 3 now, is a game called Robot 64. Basically Mario 64, except like made by Z Kevin, one of my favorite Roblox game developers. It's a really good game. And it has the perfect style. It's really fun to play. But yeah. All these games will be linked in the description. There's some puzzles in it too. There's like, instead of stars, you got ice cream cones, which is pretty funny. This mirror effect is pretty cool too. Yeah, the game in itself, really fun. And later in this clip, you might see me going into a building that is locked for some of you. It's because it's sort of a DLC, kind of. It's just a game pass that lets you unlock more levels. But yeah, ending's cool. Tutorials, like, gets you to teaches you everything. It's also kind of funny. The characters are well made. The maps are well made. Everything's well made. And I just love Mario 64. So this game, for it to be on Roblox and multiplayer, it's like, boom. And also you have batteries. And it's like pretty cool. Like a pretty cool mechanic. So, yeah, right here there's like one of the slides, I guess. Right here, basically I would have just won and cheated the entire system, but nope, I fell off. Whee! But yeah, great levels. Instead of paintings to jump through, they're just portals. And yeah, really fun. Great game. Great. Yep, just great. I think we just moved on. Hold up. Did we just move on to Wii Music? We literally did. Anyways, so that was number 3. Roblox 64 is a great game. But then we have number 2, which a lot of you will recognize, I'm sure of it. It is none other than Doors. Now you might be like, what? Why isn't this at number 1? Because, in my opinion, I have a better game. See, this game, you basically just run from monsters. You get to 100 doors. It's fun to play with friends and speed run, I guess. Monsters are creative. Can't wait for the second part. My only complaint is probably to add more lockers for the 12-player mode. Actually, well, it does warn you, but like, still, I feel like there should be a bit more lockers in rooms, and sometimes the light flickers when there isn't any lockers. Maybe. Sometimes. It's rare, though. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's happened to me before. But still, great game. I would say that the coin mechanic, like, if you get some coins, so basically the currency in this is knobs. And if you get coins, that exchanges into knobs. But only by, like, the 1%. Like, if you get, like, I got, like, 300 coins this run, and I got, like, 17 knobs out of it. I dropped something. Give me a minute. But in conclusion, this is a great game. Jazzy music. But yeah. I would say maybe the players kind of make this bad, just like the Wild West. There goes my dog barking again. Great addition to the segue to the next one. And some of you already know what I'm gonna do for what number 1's gonna be. But in my opinion, the best game on Roblox is a little one called Isle. Some of you may not even know this game. It's a really good game. Ruben Sims played it. And this is the only one I really talk of. I mean, hey. But there's a lot of monsters in this game. There's a lot of badges too. It's really well made. The AI is great. There's story to it. And every run you're figuring out something new. And as you can see in the top left, there's a lot of beautiful things in this game. And yeah, this is like my favorite game because the concept, the collectibles and the badges, the monsters, the mechanics, everything is amazing. This used to be my favorite game, like, anyways, but then they came out with the update 9, or Isle 9, I guess, and, oh my gosh, that made it 20,000 times better. And now there's a bunch of more badges. There's freaking like a bunch of more monsters. And this has inspired me to start playing the game more with my friends like Phoenix. And honestly, really great game. A bunch of things to figure out, a bunch of escapes too. So you can escape, you can get badges, there's different endings. You can get a lot of artifacts too, which are like in special places in the map. Is this Tommy Innit music? Bruh. So, but yeah, those are my top 10 Roblox games. So if y'all enjoyed, remember gamers, stay punk prisbingus, and subscribe if you really want to. I would highly appreciate it. We keep on going from 150 to 149 subs, and I just want to make my 150 celebration already, but it keeps on going backwards. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Remember gamers, stay punk prisbingus, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye! All games will be linked in the description.